Thank you for reaching out with your question. I'm going to make a short video showing how to use this graphing tool to actually graph these functions. So a couple of things I want to notice. Here, I'll click on this tool here. They want me to choose between a sine tool or a cosine tool. I'm going to pick the cosine tool, and I'm just going to click Save. Oh wait, I have to actually click something. So I'll click the cosine tool, and I'll click one area in the graph. So notice that brings up this little gray box here that's asking me to then find the amplitude, the period, and the phase shift. Is there anything else they want? They also want, I'm just going to clear this out, vertical shift, but there is no vertical shift, so I'll just leave that as 0. So the vertical shift is 0 because there's nothing being added out on the outside of there. Our amplitude, we look at this number in front here, our amplitude is 1/2. The period, I'm going to take 2 pi and I'm going to divide it by the coefficient of x. So I hope all of these things that I'm doing now, like talking about how to find amplitude, how to find period, and how to find phase shift, I hope that sounds familiar. If not, I will pop back to the notes and show you where you should be getting this information from. 2 pi divided by 1/4 is equal to 8 pi. And the phase shift is going to be pi over 16 divided by 1/4. And dividing by 1/4 is the same thing as multiplying by 4. So this is leaving us with a phase shift of pi over 4. So now I'm ready to actually come and put in this information into my math lab. So the amplitude is 1/2. I'll take this to 0.5. The period is 8 pi, so I'll take this all the way over to 8 pi. There is no vertical shift, and the phase shift is pi over 4. So I literally type pi for pi, and then I'm going to divide by 4. There's no reflection happening over either one of the axes, and so I'm just going to click Save and check my answer, and perfect, that was correct. Here I have gone back to Canvas and pulled up the 9.6 to 9.7 outline just to reiterate where I'm getting the amplitude from. Amplitude, I need to take the absolute value of the coefficient to the trig function. Where I'm getting the period from. Notice that here in the period pictures, they have a b in front of the x. And to get the period, they did 2 pi divided by b, which is why here I'm doing 2 pi divided by 1/4. And then finally, to get the phase shift, I'm using the fact that we know that negative pi over 16 in terms of transformations will take the function to the right. But it's going to be a little off because there was also this horizontal stretch of 1/4, and so I'm dividing that by 1/4. Generally speaking, if you have cosine of bx minus c, your phase shift is going to be c over b. I hope that was helpful. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Feel free to follow up with me via email.